Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with Marco versus Kalgara. I'm really excited about this game because I didn't think a lot of people were going to be playing Kalgara. I definitely do want to try Kalgara. I don't know if I'll get the chance to build him in paper, but he was really fun in my OP08 leader video, which will have a little card for you guys to check out if you missed that. It was very fun to do. And I want to talk about these games because I have to get my shit together on Marco. It is proving my tiny brain cannot handle the two-step leader effect, I guess. So, turn 2, my opponent does drop the Shura, gets the search. I think he picked up the dog there, and he swings 5. I don't really want to take it, or I don't really want to counter out, so I go ahead and take it. And we get the peel off, dude. I get more peel off triggers in Marco than I do when I play Nami, so yeah, pretty solid start. My hand is feeling pretty full, and yeah, I've got a couple options here. I could just drop Marco, or I can Marco ability and probably peel off, which I think is what I'm gonna do. So we have 2 of our big bodies, and oh, I actually put the peel off at the bottom. Okay, well, I don't think I agree with that. I think one thing that I have been working on since I recorded this game is just leader ability, putting things to the top versus the bottom. But I put peel off to the bottom. Don't think that was the greatest play. And I swing really aggressively, and we take a life. Now, Kalgara is one of the 5 cost leader. I think the only... No, Carrot and Kalgara are the monocolor leaders of this set, so they both have 5 life. So, something to keep in mind, and he does drop the Ohm looking for a puppy, and there it is. There is the puppy. Honestly, you'll love to see it. Not for me. I hate to see it, but I do know he does have another puppy in his hand, so he was getting 2 bodies on board. Thankfully, we do have the gravity blade, and yeah, I want to gravity blade that Ohm, especially by the time he gets down to 2 life. That becomes a 6k body. So he swings 6, and we end up using King Du to 2k out, and now we get to do our leader ability. And we get our alt art Rayleigh, which is pretty great. Love that card. At first I was like, when I pulled it, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. But every time I see it in these sleeves, I'm like, oh, so good. But yeah, I would trade it for 2 normal Rayleighs. But here we put the pudding at the bottom of the deck. And I also think that was kind of a bad play. I think I would have been okay putting a Rayleigh at the bottom of the deck. So I do swing 7, and he ends up taking a life, and I think I am going to drop Marco here, which I don't hate that play. And if I don't drop Marco, I do hate that play. I might drop Dofi, which isn't terrible, but yeah, I think I do go ahead and drop Marco. Marco, definitely an interesting blocker. I think he's not as great as I thought he was. Like, I thought he was super good, but I am noticing how big my opponent's hand is, and I am kind of regretting getting rid of pudding. So this is what I'm talking about by I need to just really work on, optimizing my leader ability. And I know in the pudding video, I did keep forgetting that things were minus 2k. So I did order, like, little tokens to mark, stuff, just because A, I thought they'd be really helpful for the voiceover and the YouTube, and B, help me, because I think a couple of you guys actually called me out on the pudding video. He drops the wiper, searching for I think a wiper or an upper yard, if I'm not mistaken. That is, I believe, the new wiper. 7k body, which is pretty scary. And dude, am I bouncing my leg? Like, dude, I'm a nervous dude. I bounce my leg, but man, at these tables, it is a little different bouncing my leg than at the other tables. So yeah, his board is looking really full. He does end up swinging 6. Oh my god, Connor, I am going to smack you. But he swings 6, and I think, yeah, I give him the Jozu for the 2k, and a 5 coming through, and I give the, am I gonna give the Dofi? That's interesting. If I take a life, I'm trying to see how much Dawn I'm at. Yeah, so I will counter there. I do know there is another 5 coming. One thing I could have done is, seeing as that's the last, see, I could have taken that holy hit and then blocked and revived. I don't know if that would have been better, but that's what I could have done. Just a thought. Let me know if you guys think that would have been a better option. I'm not sure. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. But I definitely know that one of the things I need to work on is using my blockers. So did I just draw twice for turn? I think I did. Oh no, that was leader ability. Oh my goodness. So we finally put the Rayleigh at the bottom here. And our hand is looking not bad, but not great. So Simondon, we tap, and we do end up playing the Gravity Blade, and we send Wiper and Ohm to the bottom, which is pretty good. I don't think I actually minused Holy here. So I'm swinging 6 at 5. That's on me. He gives me the 2k to get out of it. Yeah, I think 5, 4, 3. Yeah, because he would have get, yeah, so there I am making a silly mistake. Should have minused the Holy. Absolutely. And I'm counting how much Dawn he has. At this point, I do have 2 life, so I can revive Marco if I want to. Not sure if I want to. That's something that I realize I do kind of like struggle with, is it worth putting Marco back on the board and discarding a card out of my hand, or, you know, should I just let him die? So the 7k swing comes in here, and I 2k and then 1k, and at this point in the game we haven't seen a Sanji, so kind of a bummer. My opponent going ahead, dropping some cards. Don't worry, I checked, no one under the table. No, my opponent is a really great guy. He's always very fun to play against, and as I said, so stoked I was seeing Kalgara, and I feel like he played it very well. Unlike me, but swings 6 at lead, and see, I'm dumping a lot of cards in my hand, and I have Marco on the board. Now I have nothing in my hand, so I don't know if it would have been better to actually like block. Like, I gotta work on knowing when to block and when to counter. Like, I am struggling. So if you guys have any tips on, you know, when to block, when not to block, let me know. So we are at maximum maximum Dawn, or Dog, up to you guys. Maximum Dawn here. That's how much, you know, I'm a meme lord, I guess. And I do have a couple options. I could drop Rayleigh and pop something on his board. I think Wiper is 7k, so I think with Leader and Rayleigh I could pop the Wiper, but then I wouldn't be able to, well, I'd still get to minus Holy, so that might be the best option. And I am torn between playing Rayleigh or playing Newgate to make myself a 7k leader. I don't remember what I do here. I go ahead and Leader ability. We get a Marco, and I think I put a Newgate at the bottom of my deck. Not really sure if that was the correct choice. I think I'm gonna Marco here, actually. I think I want to Marco, and then so it also doesn't look like I minus Holy. Maybe I do. Yes, I do. I minus Holy. Look at me go. Look at me go. I did it. So 3,000 power on Holy, and I could actually drop the 5 cost Marco and the 4 cost Marco, and I have a feeling that's what I do, and I think I should have dropped Rayleigh. I think I should have dropped Rayleigh, because it would have cleared one body, and then I would have been able to swing into Holy and most likely clear that as well. If I'm not mistaken. Granted, I haven't done the math. I need to look up Viper and such, but I'm pretty sure. I'm really torn. You guys can see I'm going back and forth between Rayleigh and Marco. Both beautiful shiny cards. It's hard to choose between shiny cards. So, yeah, I tap 5. I'm counting it out. I want to make sure that I did count it out. I tapped 5 and I dropped Marco, popping the puppy. Rip puppy, I miss you already. And then with the 4 Dawn I have remaining, I think I go ahead and I do drop Marco. Here's what I do. So I was torn between Marco and peel off, and I peel off to get more counter, and I get 2 Sanjis. So totally misplayed that turn. I did know we were like talking, and I do know that he was running an L, Russian L. So I should have played the blocker. I should any play would have been better than playing that peel off right there, because my god, Rayleigh would have cleared board, Marco would have given me more protection, but so my opponent goes ahead, plays out the upper yard, getting the Kalgara, which he had been looking for this game. We were laughing about it after the game, and at this point in the game, I'm pretty scared. I mean, I have 1k counter in my hand. Granted, I have 2 life and a blocker, but it's still kind of rough. Really wanted to see some 7-drop aces. Really wanted to see Sanji before getting 2 of them with peel off. I gotta shuffle, man. I gotta shuffle more better, I guess. So my opponent is definitely mathing this out, really thinking this through, because with what I have, with 1k counter in my hand, I can't block it. So he ends up playing Kalgara based on leader ability, and I have to take that 6k. I get a pudding, which is at least another 1k. And then with the remainder of his Dawn, I'm pretty sure he drops Nolan here, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember, this was several days ago, so you know how my memory is. Drops 3. Oh, so I didn't expect this, which is so frustrating. He plays a Maru, taps my Marco, and swings in, and then, yeah, I absolutely should have played Rayleigh here. Our last turn. I should have done anything but the peel off, but peel off tempts me. It is a cruel, cruel temptress. And I know, I think it was Breadman in the corner there. He said, of course you got off the peel. I was like, I got 2 Sanjis off that peel off, and he said, of course you did. It's his peel off. And I said, oh, okay, well. So yeah, massive swing, and that's game. Was not. I have completely forgotten about Amaru. I should have played Rayleigh. Anything would have been better than that peel off play. Although realistically, I guess he could have also. Rayleigh would have been the best play. And if I do the math, I'll post a comment confirming that I could have killed Wiper. But yeah, pretty tough match, but definitely a reminder that Amaru is a thing. Amaru can rest 4 drops, which blockers in the Marco deck currently are 4 drops. I don't know if they get a new blocker. I was thinking about it, but I was actually thinking about Boa for the blue blocker. But yeah, so pretty rough game. I think I definitely made a misplay. Definitely made a couple bad plays there, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. So once again, if you guys have any tips, any advice on how I should be countering out versus blocking, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. It is the thing I think I struggle with the most in this game. But I'll go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.